In today's video, I'm gonna share with you my top 5 favorite tools for travel filmmaking. And I'm actually gonna add 2 bonus points at the very end of the video. As a travel filmmaker for the last couple of years, here are some of my favorite things to use and that I think that you should get if you want to get into travel filmmaking. It could be software, hardware, anything that can help you with creating travel content. This video is sponsored by Epidemic Sound, but I'm gonna talk about that more in a second. And I have to start with the GoPro. It doesn't matter which one. For example, for me this is the GoPro Hero 11 and it is a versatile camera. Even if you have a pro camera like the A7 IV in my case, you still might find usage for a versatile little lightweight camera like a GoPro. So as a travel filmmaker, I would say there's 2 points in this one. One is having something like a GoPro, which is versatile, easy to use. You can take it underwater, you can mount it to a car, a bike, you can actually use it on an FPV drone. It is a versatile camera with a really good picture quality in terms of both photos and videos. So this is a great buy, especially if you're just starting out and maybe even do everything on it. You could even vlog on it because like this one, the GoPro Hero 11 also has a screen on the front, which means you can actually record yourself. So this camera is a very versatile one, and like it said a lot of times, you know, the best camera is the one you got. And being a travel content creator, well, you want to have underwater shots, maybe like an FPV shots, you want to have some vlogging, and overall some action shots in between. And this being so lightweight and so good is a no-brainer. And if we're on the topic of the cameras, a camera like the one I have right now, which is the Sony A7 IV, helps you create better quality content. But it's not gonna be for everyone. It all depends on the way you want to film. For some, a GoPro is more than enough. And for me, I like to film on the highest possible quality and reserve the GoPro for the more action or like the underwater shots or FPV. But a high quality camera can go a long way to bring your visions to life. My second tool is one that has been with me from the very beginning of this channel. It has been pretty much in all of my videos ever since I started a couple years ago. I'm talking about Epidemic Sound. And while yes, they are the sponsor of today's video, it is not the reason I wanted to put them on this list. To make high quality videos, you need copyright-free music for YouTube. At first, I was a paying customer for Epidemic Sound. From there, I was able to fund Epidemic through the referral program. And since a couple of years, I'm a brand ambassador. And why I'm saying this is a travel filmmaking tool. Well, first off, I wanted to say that you can actually have an Epidemic Sound application on your phone and search for music on the go. You can actually find the music to the location you're in while you're still there. You can actually search for the application on your phone and from there already save it to your favorites. What is very cool, you can actually swipe and find all the music with recommendations for you. This app is amazing, and if you're at home you can use the online version, but they even have recommendations based on your favorite music, which you save to your playlist, or even just what you download. They can figure out what kind of videos you make, what kind of songs you use, and thanks to this, they can actually recommend you music for your next videos. It's a great tool that all filmmakers need, so even if you're not into travel, you still might need music for your videos, so I can highly recommend you Epidemic Sound. So another travel filmmaking tool that I cannot live without are drones. First, I started with the Mavic Pro 1, I moved into the Air 2, and now I'm using the Mini 3 Pro. And while all the drones are amazing for travel, just getting those extra special, angles that you would normally not get, it is beautiful for travel to show the location you're in. And in this case, I can highly recommend the one I have, which is the DJI Mini 3 Pro, because it is amazing quality for the price and the size, and most importantly, the size. This was the reason I wanted to go with it. It has 10-bit recording, 4K 60 frames per second, is under 250 grams, so it's much better for regulations in the other countries, in pretty much most of the countries, and being so lightweight and so small, it's easy to pick up, and you can just have like a small bag with you at all times with the drone ready. But a drone is something I cannot live without for travel content. And also, I didn't mention, but FPV drones like the DJI Avata or FPV are amazing too, but those are a little bit different, so I would start with a normal traditional drone. And another tool that I think is a must for a travel filmmaker is a Joby or other GorillaPod style of tripods. I know a good big tripod is good, but let's be honest, when you're traveling, you don't want to have too much, and this is amazing. You can even have the quick release plate on your camera at all times, and then just put it into when you need it. I usually have it on my backpack on the side, or just attach it somehow to the bag. Or if I just use a small, like a shoe bag, I'll put it inside because it's so tiny, yet it's still so versatile. You can, use the legs because they're bendy. You can bend it around like a post, lamp post or something. Or in my case, a lot of times I put it around rocks so that I'm holding like a rock here, and that is holding my camera up, which can get you unique shots, especially if you want to have something like you're walking by and you want to have it so that you don't hold the camera yourself. You can just put it somewhere on the rock, on a sidewalk, on the ground, on your backpack, anywhere. Just, put it on, and then you have a beautiful footage for yourself. That is amazing. That is why this is another tool that I cannot live without for travel content. But throughout the years, I changed a little bit in the ways I'm using it. At first, I would have my camera at all times here, and I would hold it like this during the day. This was like my holding of the camera, and then I would log like this with the camera or holding it here. But now I actually have it in my backpack and I use it when I want to. And that brings us to another tool that I cannot live without, which is the quick release camera strap. So basically I can have my camera on my shoulders, on my neck, and I can really quickly, with the quick release clips, I can just click it in and click it off anytime I want it. So during the day now I have it on my neck, or if I need it I can have it on my shoulder, but overall I have it on my neck and I can just wear it and have the camera, and have two hands free instead of holding it with one hand as I did normally before. Wait, this is a little bit of a trade-off because you have to put the tripod back on if you need it. This just makes it more versatile, and also this can work like an extra stabilization when filming. So when you actually press it against your neck and hold your camera here, this makes it so it's a little bit more smoother than without it. So it's like an extra tip if you use a neck strap, a camera strap. And then also with this strap, it's so easy to just take on and off if you need to. Or I just use it sometimes where I'm holding with my camera hand and I'm having the camera strapped to my hand like this. So it is on my hand here. Thanks to this, it just makes it more convenient, and I feel like this is another tool that I cannot live without for travel filmmaking. The two more bonus tools that I like for my travel filmmaking and travel in general. First off is a smartphone. And while you might say, why would I say a smartphone? It is so versatile. Hear me out. First off, before we even go anywhere, we like to have maps created for a location we're heading to. Thanks to our smartphones, you can not only make those maps, you can also use them while at the place. You can view them on the go. Also, having a phone, which means you have a map with you at all times. This works like a GPS for your car. It means you have a map while going out on an adventure. You are connected to the world. And with the cameras on board, you can take great photos and videos in case you need it, in case you cannot use this camera or like a GoPro or something just you want to have memories for your parents, for example, which we often do. We often take photos with our cameras on our phones so that we can send them out quicker than having, like a professional camera exported to our PC, then edit it and send it out. With this, we can take photos right away and we can send them what we're doing, what we have seen, and it's just faster. For example, for stories, for Instagram, this can be a better tool than actually wasting time on getting those higher quality stories, which take a lot of time and energy when you're already being on a travel adventure, which could be tiring in itself. And the last bonus tool is not actually a tool, but rather a tip. And this actually came up to me in a full circle ever since I started this travel filmmaking journey. At first, I was looking into getting more and more gear, and I would end up being like, with a huge backpack in Rome, for example, and I would walk over 10 kilometers each day with like a very, very heavy backpack with like gimbals, lenses, drones, everything in one backpack. And because of that, it was just not convenient. And at the end of the day, I would not use even pretty much all of the things. And ever since a couple of years, I have been slowly getting my gear, to a smaller, more compact package. I no longer actually have to carry a whole camera backpack. Now I actually use like a shoe bag where I have like 2 lenses, the Mini 3 Pro, which is very tiny, and that is one of the reasons I wanted it. Now I actually added a VADA to my setup instead of a DJI FPV, and I'm just slowly making it smaller and more convenient, because one thing that was killing the whole travel experience for me, especially in cities where you walk a little bit more, was having to carry everything with you. It was killing my experience because I was feeling like I'm being tired all the time, everything hurts, and I was uncomfortable. But now I've been slowly going the more compact route. And the thing is, the footage is still the same. I'm pretty much using the same things. I'm just packing more lightly and just getting the gear that I really need, and the gear towards that has good size to quality ratio. So that is my big tip in terms of travel filmmaking. Don't overdo with the gear, because in this niche it's really hard to like carry everything, especially if you're solo or duo and you have to carry everything by yourself. It becomes too much of a hassle to make it worth it. Think about yourself, think about the convenience. You want to hit that sweet spot so you have everything you need in case, but don't carry things you don't need. And once again, I wanted to thank Epidemic Sound for sponsoring this video. They have been with me through the whole journey from the very beginning. With that being said, it's gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I'll see you next time.